Hello, superstar traders. Welcome back to EQ Markets Global YouTube channel. And of course, you know how we do it every Monday where we have the weekly market outlook. It's a moment where we basically look at the future of the market for the week, what we're expecting to play out in the market, and as well many more things that we will be looking out for in the market. It's a beautiful time I want to share with you guys. And of course, you know how we do it. We give profitable signals as well if we find potential trade setups while making this analysis. So please stay with me till the end and also leave your thoughts and comments for me in the comment section. I'll be glad to read them through. And of course, you can also leave a thumbs up for this video if, of course, it does make sense. So now let's dive straight into it. So I'm going to consider first the economic calendar for the week and what we're expecting to play out for the week. So Monday today by 1:30 p.m. we're expecting the ESMI report, that is the Empire State Manufacturing Index, which basically talks about housing and what happens to manufacturing and production, basically manufacturing and production in New York, right? And of course, if we see higher data coming out for that report as regards 1:30 p.m. report that we're expecting, it simply means that it might strengthen the United States dollar. It might indicate rather that the US dollar is going to be strengthened. And of course, by 10:45 p.m., we will be expecting the CPI for the New Zealand dollar, that is the Kiwi. All right, that's for Monday. On Tuesday, we're expecting some monetary policy meetings from Aussie, okay, and of course, Clement count charge for the GBP, okay. We're expecting Clement count charge for GBP. Of course, Clement count charge is more like we saying unemployment claims and all that. So, of course, if we see a rising Clement count charge, a rising Clement count charge will simply mean that would simply suggest that there are weaker labor markets and, of course, lower inflationary pressures in the economy. And, of course, that may potentially lead to a weakening GBP. And, of course, if we see a weakening or a falling Clement count charge, it simply means that there are tighter inflationary pressures and, of course, stronger labor markets, and of course that will also as well lead to a stronger currency for the GBP. Of course, so we're expecting that data, or we really do not know what we will be saying. Of course, last month we had about 0.9 thousand. And of course, it is forecasted to be 2.3 thousand for this month. Let's see how that plays out. 7 a.m. on Tuesday. 1:30 p.m. same Tuesday, we'll be expecting the CPI data for the Canadian dollar. And of course, we will also be expecting some retail sales and core retail sales data for the USD. By 11:35 p.m., of course, we will have Governor 𝗟𝗡𝗡, that is the governor of the Reserve Bank of Australia, give a speech. Of course, don't forget that 1:30 a.m. that Tuesday, they had monetary policy meetings, okay? So, of course, by 11:35 p.m. our time again, the governor, Mitchell, will be expected to give a speech, most likely with respect to the outcome of the meeting and responses and reactions that they possibly must have seen throughout the day. Okay, and of course, on Wednesday, the 18th of October, we will be having some industrial production year-on-year reports for the Chinese economy. 7 a.m., we will also be expecting some CPI data from GBP. All right, and then on Thursday, last but not the least, on Thursday, we will be expecting some employment changes and also unemployment claims and rates from Aussie and the USD. Okay, and as well, the Fed chairman, Jerome Powell, will also be giving a speech by 5 p.m. on Thursday. And lastly, to end the week, on Friday, 7 a.m., retail sales month-on-month for the GBP. So these are more like the high impact expected happenings for this week that we will be seeing, all right? So we keep our eyes on it, especially for the CPI data and weekly mount count charge that we're expecting on Tuesday. We keep our eyes glued on it. And of course, on Thursday as well, the employment changes for the Aussie and unemployment claims as well for the USD as well. We put our eyes on it. Let's quickly go over to our chart. Let's see what's happening in the market. I'm going to apparently start with, sorry, just a second. So apparently I'm going to be starting with the dollar index. Okay, you know how we always do that, right? Let's quickly start with the dollar index. Just a second. All right, so with the dollar index, right? With the dollar index last week, we said that we were expecting the dollar index to drive into this zone. If you remember last week, right? Let me view it on the 4-hourly time frame so it makes more sense to us. So last week, Monday was somewhere around here. And then I told you that I was expecting the dollar index to drive into this trend line that had been broken, right? So this is the trend line that was respected. Finally, it was broken. And as well, I also marked out this zone for you. I told you that I was expecting if price comes back to retest this zone, or we're going to see a massive sell-off. Yeah, and exactly what we said last week has happened. So let me clean last week's analysis and let me make a fresh analysis for you guys, right? So yes, as we analyzed last week, apparently that's exactly what had happened. We saw prices drove into this zone and began to sell off. So the new 4-hourly candle that just started, we're seeing some bullish retracement, but what's the future of the dollar index in the coming weeks? We need to understand the long-term movement, right? So personally, for the long-term movement, I am expecting, or rather I'm seeing a bearish move. Okay, I'm seeing a bearish move to the downside. Don't forget this zone. Let me show you this zone. All right, so just a second. Amazing. So this particular zone, remember these two zones that I marked out a long time ago, yeah? So this particular zone is well respected. And so, of course, that's the zone that I am currently looking at. Right? I'm currently looking at that zone. And of course, these retests, let me take out this trend line as well. So let's see it clearly now. So prices coming back to retest this zone, all right, which is at this point here, having a retracement and as well here a change of character, so to say. Yeah, okay, so because prices closed below that, right? And then of course, so we had an impulsive move. Apparently I can say we have an impulsive move, more like a corrective move, and of course we're going to see a continuation, impulsive, corrective, and then as well continuation. So yes, that's exactly what I would be expecting on the dollar this week. Okay, so I am expecting a weaker dollar this week. Okay, I'm expecting the dollar to weaken this week. That's exactly what I am expecting. So this is just a temporary push to the upside. Let's see how that plays out. Okay, so apparently by the end of this week, the dollar should be at worst, the dollar should be somewhere around the 105 level. Okay, the dollar should be around the 105.721 or 105.555 level. Okay, by before the end of the week, or it should break below that level as well. Okay, so if that's the case, what are the pairs that I have setups for you this week? Okay, on the weekly market outlook, really, but not on the live market session. Don't forget, every Tuesday and every Thursday, 1 p.m., we always have the live market session where we come together and trade together. So if you want to be part of that, look in the description of this video. You're going to see our website. That's www.eqmarketsglobal.com, right? All you just have to do is go there, sign up an account. Someone is going to contact you, and of course, you should be able to partake. Yeah, that's the website. It's there, www.eqmarketsglobal.com. So now let's quickly go over to, I have four trade setups for you this week. Four trade setups to give you money this week. All right. The first I want to give you is 𝗟𝗔𝗏. So let's quickly look at 𝗟𝗔𝗏. All right. I'm expecting some bullish move on 𝗟𝗔𝗏 to play out. Okay. I'm expecting some bullish move on 𝗟𝗔𝗏 to play out. Just give me a second. All right, so sorry about that. So I'm expecting a bullish push on 𝗟𝗔𝗏 to play out this week. Already there is a confirmation, but let me tell you the story behind the bullish push that I'm expecting to play out on 𝗟𝗔𝗏, right? So that you will also understand where I'm coming from, right? So if you look at 𝗟𝗔𝗏, right? If you look at 𝗟𝗔𝗏, you are definitely tell that this is a very significant level here, right? That was a very significant level over there. And as well, for the break of structure, right? For the break of structures, whether I choose this or I choose this other one, every of this structure was broken. As you can see, price actually made its way, right? Even if it kept ranging around this level, but apparently price made its way and broke above this level and retested that zone before going. All right, so what we are seeing already is a valid buy structure, right? For me personally, that's what I can see, a valid buy structure. And of course, considering this level here, which price came to retest, is also another significant support area. Apparently, after that support area, we expect prices to possibly make a retracement back into somewhere and of course continue to make a push to the upside. By the way, on the monthly time frame, which we are looking at as well, we can see some bullish confirmations happen around here and bullish dominance still in play. Now let's take a travel down to the lower time frames, right? And I can see this happen real time on the weekly time frame, where of course after these bullish confirmations, we saw a break of structure here. All right, I saw a break of structure here. Sorry, a change of character here, right? And of course, after this change of character, this automatically becomes my impulsive move, my corrective move. I'm taking it that way. So I'm expecting a continuation to the upside. At worst, prices should come back to retest this high here. So I may not be wrong if I say I am expecting a bullish move to this high here, right? And then, of course, my stop loss will be a little below this level here. At least this will still present me a 1:6 risk to reward, right? But let's quickly optimize this opportunity, right? Let's quickly optimize this opportunity and let's see what we've got here. So I'll scale down to the daily time frame. And of course, on the daily time frame, yeah, I also see another break of structure here. Why do I keep calling the break of structure? Another change of character, so to say here, right? Another change of character, and then of course a retracement back into this significant order block here, right? This valid order block here. Prices came back retesting that order block, and of course is set to go all the way to the top. If you look at it on the 4-hourly time frame, you better appreciate what I am talking about, right? So when price broke above this particular level here, which is more like our change of character, yeah. When price broke above that level became a very significant level as well, as you can see, right? So yes, price had broken above that level. So when again price was retracing back, we expected, or either ways it comes into this other block, which already it had done so. So if I am taking a buy position, right, I'm going to place my buy position at this level. I am targeting this high, and of course my stop loss can be a little below this level here. Okay, so this is exactly what I will be expecting. So let me give you the parameters, take them down. My entry point will be somewhere around, my entry point to 𝗟𝗔𝗏 will be somewhere around 0.80559, 0.80559. So you can place a buy limit setup trade on this. And then of course my stop loss is somewhere around 0.80255, 0.80255. And of course my final take profit first before I study another market changes or conditions will be at it will be at 0.82149, 0.82149. So that's my take on NZD card. All right, very quickly, the second trade setup I have for you is on AUD-CHF, right? AUD-CHF as well, I am expecting a bullish push, which had already begun. So I'm currently on this trade, but I'm expecting bearish retracement, okay? So that might be the opportunity for you to also take on the trade, okay? That's why I'm calling that out for you. So if you look at it carefully on the weekly time frame, this had been a nice bearish movement until it bounced off from here. Apparently, if you are looking at that zone as well, it is a very significant, there is a very significant horizontal demand zone around that level, as you can see here. There is a very significant horizontal demand level around that zone, which also validates the bounce off on this trend line here, right? That gives me more like a second confirmation for me, right? And then of course, still on the weekly time frame, there is bullish dominance, which I could see. So scale down to the 4-hourly time frame. I'm already on this trade, but of course, if you did miss this trade, then it simply means that you probably would expect a little pullback, all right, and find another setup on this trade. So let me show you, all right, zones to look out for. Scale down to the 15 minutes time frame. You see this particular candlestick here, this particular order block, mark that out, all right, or as well you can be able to mark this one out. So in either of these cases, I'm expecting prices to pull back into this zone and begin to go all the way to the top, right? I'm expecting price to pull back into this zone and then go all the way to the top, or prices to pull into this zone and from this zone go all the way to the top. So I want you to keep your eyes on those two zones on the 15 minutes time frame. Remember the 15 minutes time frame, all right? The range of the first order block, which I am considering, is between 0.57029 to 0.56977. All right, within this range here, I'm expecting a pullback into and a big bullish movement will continue. Or if it breaks that zone, I look out for 0.56918 or to 0.56877. All right, these are the two zones that personally I am looking at retracement happening into, and then of course I find my bullish opportunity to take place. But overall, I am expecting this bullish run. Okay, as you can see, this is 5.77 risk to reward ratio, right? I'm expecting overall take profits to come into 0.58259, 0.58259. And of course, my final stop loss is somewhere around 0.56509. So I've given you the setup. You can modify it, all right, break it down, look for retracements, and of course, run with it all the way to the final take profit at 0.58265, right? 0.58265. Amazing. The second one I have set up for you is GBP USD. Okay, GBP USD. Okay, so as well on GBP USD, remember we're expecting a weaker dollar this week, and of course, if we're expecting a weaker dollar this week, it simply means we might see a stronger GBP USD this week, and of course, a stronger Euro USD as well this week. So what I'm expecting on GBP USD is, okay, the zone that I was able to also find around here, prices bounced off from this zone. So I'm expecting more bullish push on GBP USD. Okay, for me personally, I'm expecting more bullish push on GBP USD. Let's go over to the 4-hourly time frame and I'll show you that. All right, so already on the 4-hourly time frame, if you look at it carefully, there is also this change of character that already happened. All right, so I can consider the whole of this move an impulsive move, right? I can consider the whole of this move as an impulsive move, a corrective move, and then of course I'm expecting a continuation, right? So it wouldn't be bad if I say, look, I want to enter the market here have a ride all the way to the top, and of course, secure a very tight stop, which can give me 9.71 risk to reward. Well, now let's refine it, and of course, let's see how this plays out, right? So somewhere around this zone, I can notice a demand zone somewhere around this level. And of course, that demand zone had also been well respected before, right? But let me not consider that level now. Let me consider what is currently happening in recent times. Yeah. So I see prices respected on that zone, finally coming back to retest on that zone and going back all the way to the top. So if you're seeing this video not later than 3 hours or 4 hours of posting it on this YouTube video, please, you can jump into GBP USD for a buy. What I'm expecting is most likely prices coming into this zone here, and then we drive all the way to the top and secure a very tight stop somewhere around this level here. All right. So yeah, our final take profit on GBP USD is 1.23333. How many three was that? 1.23333, right? And of course, our final stop loss is somewhere at around 1.21028. 1.21028. You can enter at the current market price, or you wait till price gets to 1.21320, 1.21320 before you take on a buy. Okay, because of time and I don't want this video to prolong, you definitely know that there is also going to be a buy opportunity on Euro USD. And as well, I see a massive sell opportunity taking brewing on USD CAD. Now, I will probably not be able to do that here as well because of time, and I don't want time to outrun us. So what I'm going to do is I would ask you to join the Telegram group. I'm going to make those analysis of the ones I'm unable to do here. I'll post it up on the Telegram group. And as well, I might do a YouTube video. I might do an analysis video on gold and USD CAD and some other opportunities that I find within the week, and I'm going to put it out on this YouTube. So be the first to get notified when I put out the analysis on gold, on oil, and as well on USD CAD. Precisely, I want to talk about USD CAD, right? So be the first to get notified and watch that video so you can grab that opportunity. And of course, how do you do that? If this is your first time of being on this YouTube channel, please simply go subscribe to the channel and go turn on the notification bell, put it at all so you get notified every single time we put out educative and informative content just like this one. Amazing, right? And of course, do well to comment on this video so that it gets to some other persons whom it might be of benefit to. As well, you can also be an elite member of our community where you get first-hand mentorship, right? You get first-class mentorship from seasoned professionals. And of course, you also get first-hand information on the market before they even play out. And how do you do that? Simply go to www.eqmarketsglobal.com and sign up your trading account with our most preferred broker and partner, Equity. And of course, once you're able to do that, you will be able to receive first-hand mentorship for free, completely free. And of course, you're going to also be enjoying our Cyrax automated trading system. Yeah, the Cyrax automated trading system has been performing wonders in the last 6 months of its launch, right? Making about 5%, 10%, 11%, 12%. And last month we did 9%. Currently, the 6th month, which is this month, we are running about 4-point-something%, of course, because market had been ranging for some time. But of course, we're still sure of closing the month above 5%. So for you to also utilize the Cyrax automated trading system, please click go to www.eqmarketsglobal, create your account, and as well get your accounts verified and funded. And of course, we will be able to do every step of the way. Thank you so much. My name remains 𝗟𝗜𝗄𝗅, and see you in the next videos for this week. Bye for now.